Hey guys, welcome back. John here again with Zayon TV, and today we are back over here working on more of this village town fight thing that Nate and I are working on. And as you can see, there's been quite a progression from the last episode. So that castle that we were talking about in the last episode is sorta done. There's still stuff we want to do to it, change some stuff up. The townhouses right here, they're all getting finished up. They're pretty close to being done. We have two new houses built over here, this one and that one. The far one still has a little bit more work that needs to be done to it, but all this stuff is kind of work in progress. We got a lookout tower, which I'll run up here real quick. And then right next to it, which I kind of showed at the beginning, is a blacksmith. And I'll show that in just a second. So the idea of this tower is you can kind of get up here and snipe, but the issue that you're going to run into is one hit from a decent bow and you will go flying off of it because there's no real way to catch yourself other than the supports. So it's like kind of a give and take kind of thing. And then again, as I was saying, right next to it, there's a blacksmith. The reason these are kind of next to each other is we wanted a nice arc here with like a tunnel kind of feel. So that's why that looks like that. You walk in here, you got a chain hanging from the ceiling, you got a anvil, crafting bench, and a furnace, and we're gonna put some lava in there. People can't jump in there. We put some half slabs up top, and then we got a nice little walkway up here, and we can go up on the second floor, and you could do some sniping from up here, stuff like that. You could snipe onto the other castle that's going to be over there. And the other nice thing is this kind of limits what you can do from the townhouses over there. Right, Nate?
Of course.
Yes. So I know there was a lot of talking real quick right there at the beginning. But this episode's kind of going to be just very fluid. We're not going to do a lot of cutscenes like the last one. And I know the last episode was kind of short. It was only about 10 minutes long. But my rationale behind that was we were working. I think we got on here at like 1 a.m. and we worked until like 6:30 a.m. and it was kind of hard to record because we were both kind of tired and we were just kind of in the zone. So it was kind of weird to record, and it was better if we just kept quick updates and that was it. So that's kind of what we've gotten done. The thing I want to work on today is I want to start working on this road and figure out how this road is going to kind of flow through here. As you can see, I laid out a whole bunch of cobblestone showing where the road is kind of going to go. Kind of flows around like the road that's in my town, which is back over that way. But yeah, so I have it all laid out, sort of, kind of.
Not really.
Some alterations. Yeah, there have been some alterations and changes and stuff like that. But so Nate and I are just kind of gonna do our thing. We're gonna talk. We're gonna chit chat, and I'm just gonna build and record and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut here real quick while I go ahead and get some materials ready so I can start working on this road. I know I have a little bit in my inventory, but not a lot. But I'm going to go ahead and get some materials ready, and I'll be back with you guys shortly. Alright guys, so we're back. And like I said, I got some materials together, and I'm just going to start working on this road. And Nate and I are just going to kind of do business as usual. Nothing really. We're just going to talk. So you guys are just along for the ride. Okay. So I'm gonna build this road, Nate, and I kind of want you to look at it. I'm gonna build like a little section of it.
Yeah, just throw something together and I'll critique or whatever.
Yeah.
All right, so I got some stone cooking there. I guess I'll just go work on that floor real quick. There's a bunch of dirt in that. Yeah, I could see this working out. But there's a bunch of dirt still in the bottom of this fort that I need to dig out, and I'm going with a smooth stone floor in here.
Okay.
One thing I might do in a minute while I'm waiting on that stone is I might actually leave the fort, well, this whole entire compound, because there's a big mountain next to it. I want to sit. I might run up on the mountain and just look over and see what it looks like.
Mm.
It depends. And again, maybe I won't spoil it and just wait till the end and then get a final product view.
That's what I usually like. Well, I like to back up off my builds and see what it looks like from a distance while I'm building, usually.
I did that with that house just because if not, it would have. That house ended badly a couple times where I had to start over.
Uh-huh.
Like something just did not look right from a distance, and you'd be like, "Well, gonna have to redo this part."
Yeah, usually, personally, I don't care what it looks like up close, because you can fix the up close issues. It's the far away issues that you really can't fix.
Yeah, that's the one thing I've noticed is my place looks really good from far away. Once you get up close, it needs some more small details, but...
Well, and I have ways to do small details that I'll show you as we get a little bit later on.
I might have you help me with some small details on that house when I get a chance, because I love that house, but it needs more.
Right.
For those listening to John and my conversation, there's the house I'm currently living in on this map is I just moved a little while ago, and it's not quite done. We modeled it off a castle in France called Chenonceau, and it's basically a castle built over top of a river. But I got it done. The structure looks good, but we're not quite there yet on the shape and just the little details.
Yep.
This is looking all right. Yeah, this is looking all right. I like this.
Yeah, I feel like it might be a little too sparse, and I can kind of work with that. I just kind of got to go back through and just keep adding blocks in till it looks like what a road would look like.
Yeah, you got the idea, but maybe a little less checkerboard.
Yeah, and that I just kind of keep going back through and see how it's getting thicker and thicker.
Yeah.
Put a block there, and maybe one here.
Oh, smooth stone, how I wish I had more of you.
I would give you those some of what's in my inventory, but I kind of need it for the road.
Yeah, it's all good. Wait a minute. Also, before you build the road, we need to talk about this real quick. Follow me.
Alright, give me 1 second. Alright.
This over here, you see how we've got the road where it kind of swings in towards this set of townhouses?
Yeah.
I feel like this leaves an awkward amount of space over here near this fortress. What do you think about swinging it out?
Go for it. Just you anywhere where there's the cobblestone blocks above the ground, just move them wherever you want.
All right, because I was thinking about building some front yard patio-looking things for these townhouses so it's not just grassed out here.
Right.
I was gonna put some fence posts and stuff, so like there's like some gates and stuff. It makes it a little bit more difficult to actually even get into them.
Mhm. Yeah, that's something we should probably wait and do once we're more once like the town's more built.
Yeah.
That should jump, I think. Yeah, you go ahead and mess with the road over here. I'll work on this side over here for now.
I've sort of bent it and made it more in the center. It looks tolerable. I'm just waiting for enough stone to cook that I can keep framing this fort. I guess I can start digging holes. Be the next best plan.
What?
Did it just happen to you?
Was forcibly closed by the remote host. Yep. Alright guys, I'll be right back. Alright guys, sorry about that. The server just randomly went down for a second there. I guess I think the server company just did a restart or something like that, but I don't know.
John, Actually, this could get really cool. I just realized because where the road runs here. Let's run this road through the castle.
Oh, through the castle.
Mm-hmm. Well, underneath.
Well, I know what you meant.
I think that could look kind of cool. Especially because this castle already has so many tactical advantages. I mean, making it hard to get into, not that big of a deal. The other castle's pretty hard to get into, so. Maybe I'll just increase the vulnerability of this castle. Which means if Mike hadn't stolen all of it, I probably could have gotten my, probably could have gotten some TNT. Blown this hill off. But Mike did steal all of my TNT.
Why did he steal it?
We were doing a mining thing, and I let him into my house and said, alright, well, here's what TNT I have, and here's the supplies to make the rest of it. We made a bunch of it, never ended up using it, and I never got it back.
Oh, so he didn't really steal it, you just never really asked for it back.
Well, I was like, do you have it? And he's like, yeah, I'll get it to you, and then he just didn't get it to me. But it's not like something I'm really all that mad about. I don't actively use TNT anyways.
Right. So I got
You need to build
a fairly huge chunk of this road.
That was quick.
Like I said, I still need to go kind of back and spruce it up a little bit, but
You definitely got the idea, though.
yeah, I think it definitely needs to remain very sporadic, like it is.
That part is working out in our favor, I believe, so far. I like the way that came out.
Yeah, this is looking good. I think we're looking a little too straight here on this edge.
I'm slightly regretting the putting all these castles on hills, because as it turns out, I end up just digging the hills out anyways. Kind of turned out to be a foolish idea. But then again, I'm basically digging the hill out in the very center of it, leaving a hill around a giant hole.
On second thought, let's not go to Camelot. This is a silly place. You know that reference, right?
I'm thinking about it. It's gonna come to me.
Monty Python and the Holy Grail, yo.
I was figuring that's what it was. I haven't seen that movie since Nom. It's been a while.
For anyone who's wondering, Nate is 19 years old.
Nah, but I was in Nom. I was there. Seeing things, man.
With Robot Gary.
Indeed. You understand.
I was trying to figure out how to say his name without mentioning his last name.
Oh, that Gary.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I was like, who's Robot? I was figuring it was just another movie reference, and then I thought about it. I was like, oh, I got you. I got you. I don't think he was actually in Nom, though, was he?
I doubt it.
I don't think so. He was in the Plains Wars. Too soon?
I don't know, maybe.
That might have been a little too soon. Oh well. I cracked myself.
Glad someone does.
Oh. Could have been. That could have been mean.
Could have been.
Could have been. Dutch bullet. Oh, hills. Hills. There was a hill here. And now there's not.
Was. Past tense.
Keywords. But on the bright side, you can run a road right through here in a minute.
I need to cut back some of these trees a little bit here.
Yeah, well, then again, we may or may not have probably should have built the town and then built the barrier around the town.
The issue is, you tend to keep expanding if you do that.
I feel like we're going to end up cutting a bunch of trees down at some point and building an annex to this thing anyways, though.
I don't know.
It depends. I feel like we're gonna get done, but at some point or another, we'll get bored with what we built. We'll be like, well, you make it bigger.
I don't know if we should make it bigger or if we should just add, like make another one. If we decide we want to do this, like, more of this, maybe we just build another one.
And then we could turn this one into not into a fighting arena, but we could end up turning this one into like an actual town that if people want to live in it.
Yeah, or we do that for the other one.
We probably need to throw a church somewhere on this thing.
Yeah, I've been baffling back and forth with that in my head. Is it worth the space that would take up?
I just figure every town we've ever looked at in the combat server usually has some sort of some nature of a church in it.
Yeah. We'll have to see if the size is worth it.
Yeah. I mean, it shouldn't be too big, that's the one thing. Let's see if I've got some stone now. Wait a minute. Where'd all the cookstone go? I could have sworn I put... Okay. That's weird. I definitely could have sworn I put put 2 stacks of 64 in here. I don't know what happened.
Stop by over here when you have a chance and let me know what you think of how the road is right now.
Yeah, give me a minute. I can come over that way. Where?
Over by your first castle that you built.
What about it?
Let me know what you think of the way the road looks.
I think it works out just fine, really. I have no complaints.
Cool. I just got 4 ender pearls from that guy.
That's actually a fairly good haul.
I also have looting on my axe, but...
Very nice.
Was it you or Mike I was telling that I wanted to fight the Ender Dragon?
That must have been Mike, because I don't remember you ever saying anything about it.
Okay, what I want to do at some point is I want to fight the Ender Dragon with you, and I want you and Nate to be on, and maybe other people from the server.
I am.
What?
You just said you and Nate. I am Nate.
Oh, you and Mike.
I mean, I'll bring myself if you want me to, but he may not want to come. I don't know. He's
well, I don't particularly like that Nate kid, so I mean, if he doesn't show up, that's okay.
He's sort of a dick.
Yeah, he's a douchebag.
Oh
Ooh,
lord.
I think we're probably running like way over. That's okay. This will make up for the video the other day. That was a little short.
Oh crap.
Actually, I'm gonna go ahead. Let me go ahead and check and see how long this video is. We may have to call it an episode. I'll be right back with you guys shortly. Alright guys, so as you guys know, I try to keep my videos around like 15 or so minutes. This one ran a little long, but I also know that in the last episode we were kind of short. We only ran about 10 minutes in the last episode, so luckily this one ran a little longer. But yeah, we're kind of at the end of this video now. If you guys have any suggestions or anything like that, please leave them down in the comment section below. We would love to hear your suggestions for this map here. Any suggestion will help. If you guys are not subscribed already, please feel free to click that subscribe button up at the top left of this video. And if you would like to see more of our videos, feel free to head on over to the channel and just check out some of the other stuff that we're doing here on Zayon TV. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. I want to thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.